words can read.
Why hello BookTube and welcome to another video, and today I am bringing you my February book haul, all the books I have received and purchased and acquired throughout the month of February. And there are quite a lot of books to get through, and I kind of didn't intend to get this many books, but hey ho, a lot of these, actually the majority of these, are actually free, and it was my birthday, so of course I'm gonna get some free books. And I did actually purchase some myself, but yes, let's just ignore that because it's my birthday. Okay, let's be nice because Katie is 25 now, and let's just enjoy the fact that Katie has books to show you. Okay, yeah, let's just ignore 10 to 1, pretend it doesn't exist for this entire video. So first of all, I'm going to begin with the books I purchased to get the guilty factor out of the way of the video. Well, actually this whole video is going to be completely guilty factor, but yeah, I don't really care. So let's begin with the books that I bought, and the first book I'm going to show you is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I've already read this, so that's why I put this as the first book, so that it's not so bad. So I've already read this, done out of the way, really enjoyed it, it's really good, it's awesome. And Waterstones had this copy early, and I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of reading this as an ebook, but I want the physical copy of it because I'm really enjoying it, and the cover's gorgeous as well. But yes, I really enjoyed it, so I go 4 out of 5 stars. I completely recommend this story to everybody. It's really cool, it's really interesting, huzzah. The book that I purchased along with it is My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Wargar. It's the floppy paperback, and also Waterstones have it in as well. Look how fluffy this is. It's like, oh my, you could dust the floor with this book. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I've heard a lot of really great and interesting things about this, and it's just really interesting. It sounds really cool, and it's an exciting new voice in fiction, and among people like John Green and Stephen Chbosky. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this contemporary. These next couple of books I have to show you, one of them is recommended to me by my mother, and she recommended this book. It's called Bob, No Ordinary Cat by James Bowen, and she was like, oh my god, have you read this book? And it's about this guy that's homeless, and he had this cat, and she's like, I think the cat's still alive, and she was telling me all about it, and it sounded really interesting actually. I was just like, oh my god, that's adorable. But yeah, he's a homeless musician busking on the streets, and he meets an injured stray cat with ginger fur, big eyes, and his life changes, and together they face the world. And I think that's really cool and really one of those inspirational sort of stories. So I picked it up and I was like, well, Mum, you recommended this book to me. I really adore the cover to this book, and I love how the cat is like the main sort of cover of this book. But yeah, it sounds really cool, and how this is based on something that's real, and the writing is really easygoing, and it seems like it's not going to take long to read. I know there's another book that is coming after this, so I got this one so I could read this and experience it for myself. But yeah, hopefully I do enjoy it. The next book that I picked up is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. What a beautiful cover! And I've heard absolutely fantastic things about this book, and just how emotional and touching this is. George, if you're watching, I know you absolutely love this book, and you keep going on and on and on about it. And to be honest, every time I walked into Waterstones, I was like, I really want that book, but I really can't. And then eventually it was part of a buy one get one half price deal, and I picked it up, and I was like, that is absolutely perfect. And it sounds really interesting and absolutely crazy and mental, but hopefully I do enjoy it. I also purchased The Ruby Circle by Rochelle Mead. This is the last book that's in the Bloodline series, which is the spin-off series to the Vampire Academy series, which I absolutely love and adore. So I cannot wait to just marathon the whole series, and I know that I'm going to enjoy it because I love the Vampire Academy series. So yeah, but haha. These next few books I picked up whilst in Tesco's because they were doing a deal for 2 for £7 I think it was, and one of them wasn't actually on the deal, but I wanted it anyway, which is really annoying. So the 2 books that I got on the deal were The Best of Me by Nicholas Sparks. And I know he writes these awesome books, and they always become movies. Like literally his books become movies. and this one sounds really, really cool. You never forget your first love, and it sounds really cool, and it's not that big of a book. For some reason I thought this was going to be a bigger book, and I got the movie poster of this, and I really, really want to watch the movie, and I just thought, you know what, I want to read the book first. I want to experience Nicholas Sparks' books. So I found this, and the other book that I got on the deal is the latest Assassin's Creed book, which is Unity by Oliver Bowden. I'm collecting all these so I could begin them because I love the storyline behind the computer games. I think they're absolutely fantastic. I love playing the games, honestly. I'm completely addicted. When I play them, I get really, really into them, and then time just goes like that. But my god, I just love the storylines. So I want to experience the storylines all in one, and this was part of the deal, so I thought, you know what, that is awesome. And then the third book that I got from Tesco's is The Curvy Girls Club by Michelle Gorman. Imagine a world where looks don't matter, and honestly that should be this world really, because looks should never ever matter. And it seems like a really witty, interesting chick lit novel, and I've seen it around and I was like, oh my god, this is probably the sort of book that will pick me up from a really, really crap and down mood. So definitely probably the sort of place that I need to be in now, because I'm kind of ill, so it probably might make me feel better after being ill, and might make me think like, you know what, you're beautiful even if you look like shit. This next novel I had to get, and I was like, you know what, I need to get this book. And this is Invaded by Melissa Landers. This is the sequel to Alienated, which was one of the books that is in my top 14 of 2014, and it's such a great alien book. I loved it, and I had to get the sequel. I feel like I've been waiting for a real long time for this sequel, and I cannot honestly wait to dive into this sequel. And my god, I want to. I really want to read this pretty damn soon, because I just love the first book so much. If you haven't picked it up, if you love books about aliens like the Lux series, then you need to pick this book up, and just the sequel's out now, so definitely pick that up as well. But yeah, I cannot wait to read the sequel. These next few books I actually did a little deal with. I gave some money to charity for this. I didn't actually realise that the Co-op shop did this, but it's a supermarket shop, and they do this little book swap thing. You can either swap your books over and give money to charity. They have a little bucket, and unfortunately I didn't know that they had this service going on, so I didn't have any books with me to sort of swap around, so I put some change into the bucket and I picked up these books. They looked like they were overflowing with books anyway, so kind of helping them out with their space. But there's so many copies of the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. I was like, oh my god, they had literally like 5 or 6 copies of this book, and I've been meaning to read this. Honestly, it is an adult book and it's awesome, and just, oh my god, yeah. So I picked this book up, and hopefully I will eventually get around to reading it. It's really interesting. My nan was like, will you read that? And I was like, well, it seems to be a blockbuster hit and really interesting, and I need to dive into adult books more, so that's why I picked that up. I also found a Cecilia Ahern book, which is P.S. I Love You, and I was like, I have to pick this book up. So yeah, I'm really, really excited, and I've seen the movie to this, and it's absolutely adorable. I saw this a few years ago, and I need to read the book to it. And recently reading Love, Rosie, you know, you have to read more of Cecilia Ahern's books. I also picked up Triskelion by Will Peterson. Bury the Bodies, the Secrets, the Truth. What an interesting cover. Look at all these wasps or bees, these flying insects that are gold. That's really, really cool. But yeah, this I just remember it sounds like really interesting, like a paranormal twist, which sounds great. And the final book that I was lucky enough to pick up whilst there, I was like, oh my god, is this a sign that I need to read these books? But it is Mistborn book number 2, The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. And I got the first book from the library, and I need to get around to reading it actually, because it is a fantasy. And I was just like, oh my god, I found the second book, and it's great. And honestly, giving money to charity in exchange for these sort of things is fantastic. So that's all done and out of the way. Now I'm going to get round to the books that I have received from publishers. The first book I'm going to show you is the most recent one that I've got, and that is The 100 Homecoming by Cass Morgan. I am so excited to read this book. This is the third book that is in the 100 book series. That is similar and kind of different to the TV show. Both are really, really good in my opinion. opinion, and they are told from multi perspectives, which is great, and I can't wait to dive into the third book. So thank you very much to Chapter 5 Books for sending this to me. Next of all, Walker Books are very kindly enough to give me a copy of The Sky Is Everywhere by Yandy Nelson. My last haul, I got the other book by this author, which is I'll Give You the Sun, and I love these cover remakes. This copy is floppy, which is great, and it's blue and it's beautiful, and they had a campaign where they would leave copies of these books on trains, in cafes everywhere, and I helped them take part in that. And honestly, if Walker are watching my videos right now, it was a great honour for you to let me do that and participate. It was really fun as well, and just really interesting. And there was a book that I left in my canteen at work, and I actually saw one of my colleagues pick it up and take it home, and I don't know, it just felt kind of weird, and I was just like, yes, you take that book, you take it. So yes, I want to read and experience this book for myself, but thank you very much to Walker. This next book is 3 Amazing Things About You by Jill Mansell, and this is already out in hardcover. It comes out in paperback on the 18th of June this year, but this is an adult contemporary story, which actually sounds really interesting, which is why I requested it. And it's just really cool. It's just got romance in it, and it just sounds really sweet. Next of all, as you can see, I've got a poster of Talon by Yuri Kagawa, which is so cool. I won this in a giveaway on Twitter, which is absolutely fantastic, and of course it came along with a copy of the book Talon as well, which is great because it has the scales on it that you can feel when you touch it. And this is also signed by the author herself. I love her writing. I think it's absolutely great, and I look forward to honestly reading her dragon novel. This next book I won from a Goodreads giveaway, and this is called Forever Now by Elise Sachs, and this is actually autographed by the author as well, which is so cool. And she put inside, for Katie, happy reading. Oh, that is so cool, and it sounds really great. Really great contemporary novel, so thank you to the author for sending this to me. I look forward to reading your book. Hopefully I can read it soon. And last but not least, I got Arcadia by James Treadwell, which is the 3rd book in the Advent trilogy, and it's green, it's a hardback, and it sounds awesome. These next set of books were gifted to me for my birthday, the first of which is from A Thousand Lives of Daisy, and I said to her, I don't want any books for my birthday please, because I'm trying to read the ones I've already got as much as I can. I know obviously this book club's here, but she thought it'd be funny because she got me this, which is, this is not a book, and it's very similar to Wreck This Journal, and it just has really interesting, fun, exciting things to do to pass the time. So thank you very much for that. And she also got me this bookmark which says Eat, Sleep, Read, which is great because I love bookmarks. So thank you very much, Daisy, for giving me those. And she also got me an Order of the Phoenix necklace, which is great. You can see a picture of it over here currently in the video, and it's so beautiful and amazing, and oh my gosh, I'm going to be wearing that, but with care because I don't want to lose it as well. This next book I got gifted from my friend Greg, and he got me The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black, which I wasn't expecting to arrive whatsoever. I didn't expect him to get me anything. I came home from work and there was an Amazon package there, and my nan glared at me and was like, are you buying books from Amazon? And I was like, no, I promise you I haven't been buying anything from Amazon. And I opened it up out of curiosity, and there was a note inside from Greg saying happy birthday and to enjoy this book. So thank you, Greg, so much. I know I've said thank you already, but honestly that is amazing that you've got me this. It really does mean a lot, and hopefully I do enjoy it. The cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I've heard really good things about this actually, and I know it's got fairies and princes in it, and it just sounds awesome. And these next books are a mix-up from Faye and Michelle, so thank you very much to you two for loading your books onto me, as always. And they're all mashed up together, so you will recognise the books anyway. But I got It Must Have Been the Mistletoe by Judy Astley, which is a Christmassy sort of book, and it seems really cool, so thank you. And then I also got Black Spring by Alison Croghan. I have no idea what this book is about, but I was just like, well, I don't own it. Then I got In Bloom by Matthew Crow. I have seen this book around and the cover is awesome, and yeah, I can't remember what this is about if I'm honest, but hopefully I do enjoy it. Then I got YOLO by Lauren Miracle. I do have the other books in this Internet Girls series, and it's great that I've managed to get YOLO because that's awesome. I know this is done in like an instant messenger format, which is very, very interesting, and it's great that I now have this book that is in the series. Then I got this great contemporary sort of novel, The Opposite of Love by Sarah Schierger. I really want to say burger then for some reason, but of course it's not a burger, God's sake, Katie. But yes, it's a floppy book, and yeah, I'm really excited about this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This one, I'm like, oh my god, it is Zombies Don't Cry by Rusty Fisher. I'm like, what is this? But yeah, this came out in 2012. Why have I not heard of this? Zombies are so my thing, and yeah, I'm so excited. When I saw it, the title, straight away I was like, I need that book in my life. Then I got The Truth About Celia Frost by Paula Rawson. No idea what this is about, but I know that it's a sort of contemporary, which hopefully I do enjoy. I've also got Above by Isla Morley. This seems kind of creepy. You can look at the cover, it looks kind of, oh my gosh, you think you know what's going to happen, you really don't trust no one. Wow. This one I've seen around. It is The Neptune Conspiracy by Polly Hollyoake. This cover is gorgeous. Oh my god, it's like under the water. The sea is rising and time is running out. Oh my gosh. Yes, underwater stuff, definitely. And she's got a gun. Underwater guns. Then I got Fins Are Forever by Tara Lynn Childs. I know this is in that mermaid series. I do have the first one, Forgive My Fins, so I was like, yes, definitely give me this, give it to me baby, and I shall give it a read because I love books with mermaids in. They're so cool. I always wanted to be a mermaid when I was younger, and at a fancy dress I dressed up as Errol. It was very, very hard to walk. Then I got Alex as Well by Alyssa Brugman. This hasn't long actually been released, I believe. 5 days ago I stopped taking my medication. I think it might be one of those decisions, how do you know? Maybe if I just started taking them again everything will go back to the way it was, but I don't think so. So yeah, it's about identity, gender, sexuality and relationships, and what happens when one decision changes everything. So yeah, sounds like a really interesting contemporary, and it's quite short. And the final book that I have to show you is Blackwood by Gwenda Bond. No idea what this is about, but the cover seems so eerie and cool, and this is so great. And the books that you've literally just seen are books that my good friends Michelle and Faye were getting rid of, and I was like, well, you know, these are the ones that I haven't read, and they were like, well, actually it's your birthday, so have these books as well. So technically it's like 2 in 1, and I'm helping them out and everything, and it's great because books is great, and I honestly didn't think I'd get books on my birthday. So thank you to Faye and Michelle for just plunking them onto me, getting them out of your life. Hopefully I can get around to reading some of these, and hopefully I do enjoy them. So guys, this brings this massive February book haul to a close. I'm terribly sorry that it is actually a long video, but we were actually discussing this at the blogger event on my birthday, how my 20 or so minute book hauls are kind of funny to watch. So I hope for your amusement, guys, that you have fun in this. I hope that this is a great movie to watch for you on your weekends or your evenings when you've come home from school or work and you're like, oh my god, I'm so stressed out, let's watch Kit Kat's Read's book haul because she is funny, because she just doesn't have any control whatsoever. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you have, and I love doing these sort of videos anyway, but yes, I really don't have control. But yes, let's just forget the fact that it was my birthday and everything, and hopefully with March can be a good month. I'm hoping that it can. Anyway, I think when it comes to me actually purchasing books, I think I did pretty well, but with the other stuff, you know, yeah, let's just not talk about it. Anyway, have a fantastic day. Thank you very much for watching as always. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Bye!